go-ahead to get this one started. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Miami Marlins and the St. Louis Cardinals. Alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and guys, the Marlins played well in the series so far, winning the first two in this three-game set.
Yeah, and to sweep this team right here would be a huge momentum boost. It is not easy to sweep a series. I don't care if it's 3 games or 4 games. I think back to Bobby Cox. His big thing was you just want to win series. 2 out of 3, 3 out of 4. But when you have a chance to sweep a team, you have to take advantage of it.
Carlos Martinez starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, Matt, you're not always sure what you're going to get from Carlos Martinez. Guy has a big arm, throws in the mid to upper 90s, good assortment of off-speed pitches. He's been very inconsistent throughout his career. He's tried the bullpen. They've moved him into the starting rotation. The key for Martinez, throwing strikes. If he throws strikes, he has a chance to shut somebody down.
Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Row. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
So 1-1 home.
I got 2-1 the count. Hey!
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Now the payoff pitch home. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
To me, when it's raining, the approach at the plate has to change a little bit, especially if you're a guy that can run a little bit. Put the ball in play any way possible, especially on the ground. Making plays in the rain becomes exponentially tougher to do when it's wet. So these offenses really need to limit the strikeouts.
Into the box now, Jazz Chisholm. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He'll start this one at 269. 11 home runs and 28 RBIs. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
No, inside.
And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
He must know something we don't know. That was a center cut heater with count leverage in a big spot. I don't understand why he's taking.
This is in the air to left field. After it is O'Neill. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. And here's how the visiting Miami Marlins will line up in this one. D-Row, what's the word on this lineup as they go for the series sweep?
This is not even a stat you probably would have even looked at 10 years ago. The fact that this team's last in walks in today's game bodes a lot of trouble. They will swing at the rosin bag. Do not expect this pitcher to come over the heart of the plate in any meaningful position because he knows he's going to get a lot of swing and miss.
And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Now the 1-0. Just getting started here in St. Louis. Now it's swing and a miss, and he's behind 1 and 2.
Hey, I know that's the first time he's shown the changeup here, but we're in the first inning. He's kind of emptying the bucket. He's going to see what he can go to get these guys out in front later in this game.
count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher. The 2-2.
We got 3-2.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
2 out, nobody on. Straight 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Miami down in order. Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. No score. Braxton Garrett gets the ball in game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does the team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, I'm looking for a big performance from Nolan Arenado. He's on a nice stretch. That's 3 home runs in his last 10 games. He's swinging the bat really well right now. And by watching his mannerisms in the box, he just looks comfortable in the plate. He's in some kind of a groove.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 5 homers, and he's driven in 24.
No,
That's
low.
over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Bader, originally from New York State, he was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
All even now, 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Sent out to straightaway center field. Sierra's under it. Running hard. He's digging for second. Now this will rattle up against the wall. And he's in there at 3rd with a 1-out triple.
And that triple could not have come at a better time. The team has really struggled the last few games trying to get over the hump, and they're looking for anything good to happen to them, and I'd say that triple definitely qualifies. They are fired up.
Here's Nolan Arenado. He's fighting to stay on that NL home run leaderboard, number 10, as we enter play here today.
This guy's right in the prime of his career right now. The power bat speaks for itself. One of the more dangerous hitters in the game of baseball.
And now the first pitch.
1-0.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Gets the call on the changeup there. 2-1.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. Bader takes his lead at third with one away. Hit hard back up the middle. And it's the Cardinals that'll strike first here, and that base hit makes it a 1-0 ball game.
Hey, good job of hitting right there, Debo. Runner on third, less than 2 outs. All you want to do is put the ball in play. He did just that. Hits a grounder right up the middle that drives in a run.
Yeah, it took it right back at where it came from. All you're trying to do is avoid the corners. Hit something hard up the middle, whether it be on the ground or in the air. You're going to drive the run.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball one. 258 the average to begin play. 14 homers, 39 driven in. Oh, up around the chin there, 2-0.
Yeah, it looks like to me he hasn't quite found that release point so far here in the first inning.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
Wow, this is the kind of count you'd like to get your superstar hitters in, right? 3-0. You can bet he has the green light on this pitch.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. Runners on first with one down. And a full count to Paul Goldschmidt. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And no messing with Goldschmidt there as he'll take first on ball 4.
He's definitely stumbled out of the starting blocks here in the first, giving up a couple of base knocks on that walk. First innings are often some of the toughest for a starting pitcher.
Now to the plate, here is Paul DeYoung. And a great chance here for the Cardinals to add on in just the first inning. From the belt, kicks and deals. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1.
This is exactly the situation you drew up from an offensive standpoint. Good pitcher on the mound, but you got a chance to bury him early in this one.
1-0 pitch on the way. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Now a long throw home. And he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game.
You love the aggressive base running right there. It's not easy to make that throw and give that catcher time to adjust his feet and get that tag.
No, very aggressive send right there. You take a chance, you hope the throw is a little bit offline, and that paid off right there.
Here's Matt Carpenter. He'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
2 well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
Nope, that's down.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
That's a good but risky take there. On 0-2, some umpires have no problem ringing you up on a pitch that close.
Inside, ball 2.
Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Fielded by Panic. There's 1 on to first. Not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call. And now Tyler O'Neill. He's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. First pitch on the way. He swings and grounds it to short. Reined in. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. It's on to inning number 2 now in St. Louis. The Cardinals are out in front, 2-0. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, it's fairly dry down here right now, but I am told there's a bigger threat of rain later in the game. It's not entirely clear how severe it's going to get, but we could be facing a weather delay if the storm front passes over the ballpark. For now, let's hope for the best.
Yeah, Heidi, thank you. And guys, certainly having a fresh bullpen ready for a game like this one will be an important step towards a victory.
No doubt, Matty. And there's rain on the horizon. You want to get depth. You want to score early as an offense, get some depth and some length out of your starting pitching, and hand it over to that fresh bullpen.
Jesus Aguilar is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0. One and one now the count to the Marlins first baseman. Well, as we talked about at the top of the broadcast, the Fish have their sights set on a series sweep here today.
One of the toughest things to do at this level is to win on the road. With the win today, this would be a sweep of a road series.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And one thing that would certainly help their cause in going for the sweep is if they can break out the big bats like they did yesterday. Several home runs in that ball game.
It's not easy to hit home runs with this day and age with guys throwing with increased velocity. They were knocking the ball out of the ballpark all day yesterday. They'd like to save a couple of those and use them in this game today.
And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball, 1-0. The Fish do, of course, trail by a couple of runs already, so they're going to have to work from behind to earn the sweep.
Sweeps aren't easy to do at this level, particularly with the competition being so stiff. They're down a couple of runs early, but there's a lot of baseball left in the way they're playing right now. This game's far from over.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Here comes the 1-2. To short. DeYoung fields it cleanly. Throw just does beat him to the bag as that was pretty close. Now it'll be Jesus Sanchez. In 8 at-bats in the series, he's collected 3 hits. Here's the first pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Now here's the pitch. Rolled slowly to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They trail things here 2-0. Molina digging in now.
For me, this is an important add-on inning here. Their little lead is cute. I like it, but keeping the pressure on, building that lead, that's how you bury someone.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And this is taken in for out number 1.
Batting none.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. And diving into the numbers on this team, the one thing that jumps off the page is the fact that these guys can flat play D. The highest fielding percentage in the league. Something to focus on today when you're watching this one.
Standing in now, Carlos Martinez. Now a swing and a fly ball. Aguilar into foul territory, and this will wind up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Slider laid off for a ball.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Cardinals pitcher up there with a 1-2 count.
Yeah, he just wasn't on time right there. Front foot not down in time. Nothing happens before the front foot can get down.
Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Bases are empty, one man out. And another foul ball. Here's another 1-2. Ball 2 as the breaking ball misses inside.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
Fouled away. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. Now this pitch is swung on and popped up. And this will also head toward the right side of the infield. And that's the second out.
Now batting, right fielder, Clay Thomas.
Lane Thomas now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike 2.
Hey, I got to really commend this pitcher right here. Was able to regroup in between innings. Something happened in the dugout because he's on point coming out for the second.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2. And if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Hit on the ground to third. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Little ground ball with eyes right there. He might have been a little bit out in front, but I don't care. That's a bullet knock in the box score tomorrow morning.
Bader.
So that'll bring in Harrison Bader.
Nope.
A ball and no strikes. He found his way over to third via a triple in his first at bat. Has a look, now the pitch. Oh, a good swing right there. This is banged into right, a base hit. He'll hold it second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Two quick outs from the 8-9 guys in the order, but the top of the order, it's a different story. A knock and then another single back-to-back, and now you've got traffic with the big guys coming up.
No balls and a strike to count. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And that is down for extra bases as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. And he'll get in there safely. And the run will score all the way from first. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
This thing was a double or more the second it left his bat. He really drove it well, and it ended up one-hopping the wall out there. And more importantly, he picks up 2 RBI along the way.
time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Runner in scoring position with two gone. The 1-0. Misses above the zone for a ball.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
The 2-0 finds the zone, strike one.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. Two back-to-back.
The 2-1 pitch. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now.
You look in the dugout, you can tell that manager's getting ready to come out on that top step. If he doesn't get out of this situation right here, and it's a tough one, I think the bullpen comes in.
Arenado at second with two down. And he misses here for ball four. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, man.
So Paul DeYoung digs in next, as he'll take a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Cooper gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We've played 2 full. The Cardinals lead it 4-0. Here's Joe Panik. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Now here's the pitch. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there. The straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
In now, Magneuris Sierra. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. In there, and it's even at 1. Cold strike on the corner. Good changeup that time.
1 and 2.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Changeup up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Outside in a full count, 3-2. Marlins are still on the lookout for their first hit of the ball game. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
Batting 9. The pitcher.
Ready now is Braxton Garrett. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. First offering on its way. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
He's 1 pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what that means to the boys in the dugout.
Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Into the windup and the pitch.
Ball match outside.
And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out the side in order. So a pitching clinic there as he sets him down in order, all via the punch out. Welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. Looking at the advanced data, our researchers found that about 9 of 10 swings are resulting in some sort of contact today, which is well above Major League average. The result has been a lot of balls in play, a lot of hits, and solid run production, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading off,
bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up the sweet swinging Matt Carpenter. Here's the first pitch to him. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. 0-2 now.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. Ton of rotation on that ball. You could almost see the red dot from up here. Nasty depth.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Chisholm ranging into the outfield. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
So now to the plate, Tyler O'Neill. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line.
1-0.
I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. O'Neill is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
Here comes the 1-2. Another one sent foul. Again, a 1-2. Fouled off. This is flared out towards second. And there's out number 2.
Up next for the Cardinals, the catcher, Yadier Molina.
So 2 are gone now for Yadier Molina. First pitch of the AB on its way.
super important situation right here for the pitcher to go 1-2-3. Get back in the dugout, regroup. He struggled early, but if he can knock out this 1-2-3 inning, I think he can right the ship.
Line shot to second, but it's caught and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals, but they're in front 4-0. Striding in is John Birdie. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
And you know, the heavy stuff has finally arrived. This has got to be the hardest rain we've seen all afternoon.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Pitch on the way.
That's ball 3.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
Called a strike, and it's full of 3-2.
3-2.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Now at the plate, here is Jazz Chisholm. He flew out in his last AB. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. There's strike 2 as the slider hits the outside corner. Swing and a looper to left. Coming in is O'Neill, and the Marlins have their first hit of the game.
Hey, there's a case of a jam sandwich right there. Not that bad of a pitch, but he's able to just be strong enough to loop that one into left field.
Dan, sometimes a jam sandwich tastes much better than a rocket right at somebody.
So now to the plate, Jorge Alfaro. As he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Comes set with the 0-1.
Nope, outside.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Line to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Nice piece of hitting right there. He obviously recognized cutter away, stayed inside it, and was able to drive it the other way.
Into the box, Jesus Aguilar, as he rips it on the ground to second. And that's through into center field, base hit. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
That had to be in the scouting report right there. You don't see too many 0-0 breaking ball ambushes in the game anymore. He had to know that pitch was coming.
At the plate, Garrett Cooper. As he'll take a look at ball one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
To be honest, he just doesn't look that comfortable on the mound right now. He really looks like he's fighting himself on every pitch.
2 balls and a strike.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Aguilar aboard here at first with nobody out. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Got him. Fooled on the pitch as he swings at it in the dirt for strike 3.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Into the box now, Jesus Sanchez, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0 home is in there for strike 1. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Now the 1-1 pitch. Lined into right, a base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The changeup on a tee in the middle of the plate. But tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
Digging in next, Joe Panic. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
0-1.
Here's the 0-1. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to Goldschmidt, and it's in time. A double play, and the side is retired. Like clockwork. A 4-6-3 double play to end the threat. More matinee baseball here on. Now into the box, Carlos Martinez set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Hallo, Martinez.
First pitch of the AB on its way. A ball and no strikes.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
Two balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter.
Ball 3.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Lane Thomas will be next. The 3-1 pitch.
Aye! Count it 3-2.
Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. And there's one away.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Next to hit, Lane Thomas. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Ball and a strike. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
The 1-2 is taken for ball
Inside,
2.
Ball 2.
High in the air out to center field. Sierra's under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder, Harrison Bader.
Two down, no one on base. And into bat next, one of the fastest players in all of baseball, Harrison Bader. First offering.
Ball 1.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
Count 1-0.
Runs coming fast and furious here. 4-3 our score as we play the 4th. Down the left field line and deep. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball.
Ball
And he
2.
takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Sierra's on his horse. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. And the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. But they hang on to a 1-run lead. And stepping in, Magneuris Sierra. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
first pitch of the AB now.
Nope, outside.
Boy, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
And this one's down the middle, a ball and a strike.
You know, you think it's an 8-hole hitter right there. You shouldn't be taking that fastball, and you're right. But when you got the pitcher hitting behind you, you sometimes sit off speed because that's the pitch you're usually going to get. The pitcher does not want to get beat by you, and he's not afraid to walk you and hand it over to an AB against the pitcher.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
That's a ball.
And he lays off again, ball 3.
3 balls.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
On its way is pitch number 75. No leadoff walk just yet as that finds the strike zone and the count comes full at 3-2. Payoff pitch home. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Here's the center fielder, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first down. Miguel Rojas will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 19, Miguel.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. As he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. His head-to-head numbers against Carlos Martinez. He's gone 2 for 8. The 1-0. A ball and a strike now. 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Now a ball lined hard toward right center. And this will be just what the manager ordered as he's off the bench with extra bases. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
There's the St. Louis manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll head to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, not enough to qualify for the victory, as his bullpen will have to go a long way to hang on to the lead. Dakota Hudson, the 6'5" right-hander, takes over on the mound.
Number 43.
Standing in now, John Birdie. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. The 0-1 pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Long throw to the plate. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
In now, Jazz Chisholm. As he takes a cold strike on the black, it's 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 0-1.
Off the plate, ball one.
Both teams with 6 hits so far. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. One there. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. One left for Miami. Score holds at 4-3. There's the signal now from the crew chief. As we expected, we will have a rain delay.
Begins to be dicey, Matt, if you're one of these managers right now. It looks like this could be delayed somewhere between 45 minutes to an hour. Do you leave your pitchers in? Most of the ballparks have areas down below where guys can ride the bike or get on the treadmill. But you start getting into that 45-minute to an hour delay, you're starting to really flirt with danger. I'll be interested to see what the managers do with these two pitchers.
And welcome back inside the ballpark as the weather has finally cleared up. Ross Detweiler enters the game after the delay, which lasted a little under an hour, but we're ready to go now. John Curtis enters from the bullpen to do the pitching. And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. He drove in 2 runs on a double in his last at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And it looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. Now here's the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder on the run. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's one away. Here's a look at the final line for the Marlins starting pitcher. Not the day he was hoping for when he took the mound.
Yeah, he was really frustrated and out of rhythm in this one. Unfortunately, I'm sure he's frustrated right now, and he will be for a while. But the good news is that the guys are still in the game. The offense is picking them up.
Now here's the first offering. Paul Goldschmidt comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Long run for the center fielder. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Paul Young.
Stepping in next, Paul DeYoung. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. The pitch.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
We're in the 5th inning of a 4-3 ball game here. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The next 0-2.
The count is 1-2.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Cardinals 4 and the Marlins 3. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said that although they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, they have made the opposing pitching work really hard for just about every out. Their starter's pitch count was pretty high, which resulted in him being removed from the game prior to the 6th inning. Now it's a matter of making their bullpen work just as hard, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Jorge Alfaro is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in. Jam. Sandwich.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. Now another 0-2. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jesus Aguilar. He singled and drove home 2 his last time. Here's the first pitch to him. He'll start in with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
3-0 now. Garrett Cooper is on deck. 4-3 our score here as we play inning number 6. And he misses ball 4.
Well, you never want to issue a free pass if you can help it. But when a hitter like that digs in, you'd rather he's standing at first than driving a ball out of here and erasing your 1-run lead.
Up next from Miami, Garrett Cooper struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, big-time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
0-1 the count. Drilled right back up the middle. A diving effort as it's off his glove. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
Well, a part of me wants to applaud him for staying with it and making the throw, but after he bobbled, he should have just eaten the ball and lived to fight another day. As it is, he gets tagged with an error, and a man is on base.
Tyler Webb comes on now, and this move looks to be all about playing the matchup here.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any doubt about that, Matt. They want the lefty-lefty matchup, and that's usually the right move, but we'll just have to see how this plays out.
To the plate now, Jesus Sanchez, and it's fouled away. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Ready with the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Bader arranged to his left and put it away. 2 down. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Now that second baseman, Joe Penn.
So stepping in is Joe Penn. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Molina has a play. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. Marlins strand a pair. Still down a run. It's 4-3. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that brings up Matt Carpenter.
The second baseman, Matt Carpenter.
Now here's the first offering. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Ball 2 now. The 2-0 on the way. Fouled away. Here it is. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. Gone! So a solo shot here to left center field. 3rd home run for him on the year, and it's now 5-3.
That wasn't the plan. You just have a meeting with your pitching coach to go over some strategy, and all of a sudden you throw one and it leaves the ballpark.
At the plate now, Tyler O'Neill. He looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. No hits to this point. A little bit low that time, maybe outside as well. Five runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the Cardinals to this point. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2-2.
Fouled off. Here now the 2-2. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2. It looked like the fastball got away from him there.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here. So a runner at first now with nobody out. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. this one hard, but fouled off to the left and out of play.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Sanchez will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
The pitcher, number 30,
Tommy Edman will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 19, Tommy Edman.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Zach Pop is in out of the bullpen now, as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Starling Marte will also come on now, as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. First pitch coming. Here it is. He'll enter play with an average of .311, 9 homers, and he's driven in 24. Here comes the 0-1.
8-2. I got the count. 0-2. One ball, 2 strikes, you count.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
The 2-2. Finally wins the battle, as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
That was a good job there of using the batter's aggressiveness against him. He was putting up a good fight and fouling a lot of balls off. So as a pitcher, it's a great idea to expand the zone even more and make the hitter really chase after something that's even hard to foul off.
At the plate, Lane Thomas. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marte is under it, and that's the third out. One scores in the inning coming on.
Daniel Ponce de Leon
Will come on to make his 40th appearance this season.
number 32.
And now in the box, Magneuris Sierra. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now here's the first offering. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. O'Neill waits on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The center fielder, number 6, Starling Marte.
So the next to bat will be Starling Marte. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Now the pitch. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The third baseman, number 5, John Birdie.
So next to bat will be John Birdie, a hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that gets him on the mound. No chance to make the play. Let's just hope he's okay on the mound. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. So now to the plate, Jazz Chisholm. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Birdie is off at first with 2 away. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Runner goes for second. In there. Now the throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag. So let's analyze it with show track. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. Changeup called to strike, and he comes back even at 2-2. Fastball is outside. It's full now. 3-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Marlins lead 1. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Last half of the 7th here. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Harrison Bader. First offering. Hit back up the middle. That's through a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game. So the inning's underway with the Cardinals getting their leadoff hitter on base.
Up next to the Cardinals,
Well, I think it's safe to say the ice is melted on this guy. He had been cold coming into this game, but that being his third knock, I guarantee you my man's smiling on the inside.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. Runner's back. Standing in now, Nolan Arenado, and it's fouled away. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. A runner at first with no outs here. And he misses there. 1 and 2.
You know, that almost works like a pitch out there. Maybe you get the guy to chase out of the zone, but at the very least, it gives the catcher something good to throw if the man on first is on the move.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Nolan Arenado. The 2-2 pitch. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
Not what you want to do on the mound. Go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient, even with 2 strikes.
Nobody out, runner on first. That misses. So a single and a walk, and it's first and second with nobody out.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk, but if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Paul Goldschmidt, comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Here's the first pitch. Now both runners are breaking. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove. Throw into third. And it's too late as he's in there.
Boy, Giro, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to do. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with 1 swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. And that one yanked just foul. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Sierra's under it. And he makes the play, but this should extend their lead as the runner tags from third. In to score, the runner from third.
Man, this is a spot where you really want to get greedy as a hitter. Bases loaded, nobody out. You're hoping for that big swing of the bat. What does he get? A sacrifice fly, and only 1 run scores. I'm sure he wanted more, but he's not going to complain about the RBI.
Matt Carpenter will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point.
Your attention, please.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
Richard Bryant.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And she'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
Here comes the 0-1. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
First and second now, one man out. And this will be fouled away. The 0-2 once more. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. And this ball's right past him at first base.
Well, if anybody was wondering why they're losing, there's the reason. When you're given a chance to make a big play, you've got to make it. Or you're going to be on the wrong end of games more often than not.
In now, Tyler O'Neill, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now a ball ripped into deep center field. Marte the catch. Now here comes the runner from third. And not in time as the run scores.
Hey, talk about having a productive inning. You like to see that. You like to add on runs anytime you can. And the sac fly here gives their team another insurance run, and they're starting to blow this thing wide open.
First pitch on its way. Hit in the air down the right field line. And that's going to fall for a base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. And he'll get there without a play. It's a stand-up triple.
Nice job adding to their lead right there. He'll find a way to get all the way around to third on the triple. And with it, this becomes a 6-run ball game.
Edmundo Sosa will be charged with the job of getting that guy home as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at third. He's set. Here it comes as he lifts it in the air to right field. Cooper is there and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. Another good inning for the Cardinals as the usual sea of red love what they're seeing. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following the John Gant has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 53, John Garrett.
New inning set to get underway, and now it'll be the catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
The catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
First offering on its way.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
The 0-1 on its way. Chopped toward the second baseman. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Good pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball as the result.
Into the box now, Jesus Aguilar. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for the Marlins, the right fielder, Garrett Cooper.
Stepping in once again is Garrett Cooper. In his career against this pitcher, he's a .333 hitter. First pitch of the AB on its way. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Sent on the ground out to second. Taken in by Carpenter. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Miami down in order. Still way back. It's 9-3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Digging in is the outfielder, Lane Thomas. First pitch on its way.
Nope.
The 1-0 home. Grounded back up the middle. Panic to his right. He has it. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Stepping in now, Harrison Bader, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. The Marlins came into this one riding pretty high, presented with the opportunity to sweep the series. However, it has clearly not gone the way they'd hoped.
One of the things you have to do is play 27 outs and not give any at-bats away. They're down by several runs here. It doesn't look good, but they still have a chance. And when you have a chance, you have hope.
No, that's
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. And for the opposition, finishing this one off and salvaging a win in the series will sort of allow them to at least save a little face here at home.
No doubt about it. The last thing you want to do is get beat around in your own backyard. You want to make your home ballpark a winning ballpark. So winning this one and avoiding the sweep could be just what the doctor ordered.
From the stretch. Strike one to start the at-bat.
Get the chainsaw out today, boys. If he's going to throw back-to-back cutters like that, we are going to have some guys getting some wood blown up in their hands.
Again, another foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Two and two now with 2 away and the base is empty.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Drilled on the ground to short. Reined in. Throw over to Aguilar at first. Will take care of him to end the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals, but they lead it by a margin of 9-3. Jordan Hicks comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Jordan.
Sandy Leon is going to pinch hit here to lead off the ninth, and with his club already well down, he'll just need to try and get on base here. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
The 1-0.
Ball, that's out. Hey.
2-1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Now the 2-1. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the ninth.
The batter, the second baseman, Joe.
Now at the plate, Joe Panic. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Ball 1, no
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. And he misses again, 2-0.
Now, when you've got a 6-run lead out there, there's no reason not to go right at guys. You have to keep attacking the zone.
The 2-0 on the way.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. From the stretch.
We got a full count.
Leon on at first, nobody out. Swing and a liner, but gloved by the third baseman for the out.
The left fielder, the 34, Magneuris Sierra.
At the plate now is Magneuris Sierra. Flew out last time up.
And with his speed, he's one of those rare guys who you'd actually like to see keep the ball on the ground. You can't beat out a fly ball in this game.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn 2 with a guy that could run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
Hit out towards second, and that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now.
Hey, you know what? Right there, he executed a pitch. He can't worry about where it's going. He just wants to put it on the ground right there, give his defense a chance to work, and it found a hole, period, the end.
Digging in next will be Starling Marte, and these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball, that's low.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away.
Yeah.
A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Reaches out for 1 and hits it on the ground to second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. The throw home. Tag there by Molina. He's out at the plate.
The
He's trying his hardest to help his guys get back in the game, but this time he had no shot. Applaud the hustle, but the decision was a costly one.
At the plate now, John Birdie. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The 0-1. The slider is way low, but a good job there to knock this one down. 1-1. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Miami down to their last strike. And a swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one. And this ball game is over.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game. And it took 6 here to get the job done. But, hey, they'll do whatever they can to get it done.
9-3 the final tally here in this one. The Redbirds jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Dakota Hudson wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Braxton Garrett was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
9 hits, 2 errors, they left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 23 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely. Inside the show. And now your host, Justin Allegri.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Wednesday. Starting off in the National League East, the St. Louis Cardinals knocked out 10 hits as a team as they beat the visiting Marlins 9-3. The Atlanta Braves completed a short 2-game sweep as they beat the visiting Red Sox 2-1. Pete Alonso was a clutch performer at the dish with 4 RBIs as the Mets took care of the Cubs 6-2. The Nationals completed a 3-game series sweep as they sank the visiting Buccos 4-2. The Dodgers combined to allow only 4 hits as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 1-0. The Reds earned the 3-game series sweep as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 2-0. The Rockies relief pitcher, number 29, earned the 3rd W of his season as Colorado beat the Padres 4-3. Alejandro Kirk drove home 3 runs, helping lead the Blue Jays over the Yankees 3-0. He has now hit safely in 7 straight games. The Chi Sox picked up 14 hits in total as they beat the visiting Rays 5-1. The Indians grabbed 13 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Orioles 6-2. The Tigers put together 10 total hits as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 7-1. The Astros combined for 10 hits as a team as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 5-2. Shohei Ohtani launched 2 home runs and added 5 RBIs to his total, helping lead the Angels to the victory over Oakland 6-3. Tom Murphy plated 5 on the day with 2 big flies, helping lead the Mariners to a win over the Twins, 7-2. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all season long.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, Max Fried won his first game of the season as Atlanta downed the Cardinals 4-2. The win was their 5th straight as a team. Ryan Tepera collected win number 2 on the year, helping lead the Cubbies to a victory over the Mets, 11-8. The Milwaukee Brewers broke up their 7-game losing skid as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 4-0. The Cincinnati Reds held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park, 7-2. The Arizona Diamondbacks amassed 14 hits in the game as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco, 10-2. The New York Yankees only allowed 2 hits in the game as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto, 6-1. The Cleveland Indians knocked out 12 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Orioles, 6-5. The Houston Astros held their opponent to just 2 hits as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd, 3-0. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim totaled 11 hits as they defeated the visiting Tigers, 8-3. The Seattle Mariners totaled 13 hits as a team as they beat the visiting Rays, 7-2. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the latest from around Major League Baseball.